you say for Coach heading to JMU and Coastal Carolina this week?
First of all, it was a good week. It's good to be at home last week. We got 2 quality wins and headed on the road to JMU and just came out of a staff meeting and let those guys know, and we talked amongst ourselves that what we did here, we have to do 10 times better there. So looking forward to the opportunity. Should be a really good game. Those guys are physical. They play hard. They're well coached. So it's another big opportunity, big challenge for us ahead.
What are some of the things you try to do when you face an opponent right again? I mean, so they've seen you, you've seen them. So do you try to focus on maybe giving them a different look or just focus on the fundamentals a little bit more?
Well, going into this game is basically focusing on the fundamentals and how they scored against us here. They ran a couple actions that really gave us problems. So we'll address those actions today in practice, and then keep trying to improve on what we did. So different look. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to give you the secret. But we'll be prepared. We'll be prepared for another good challenge.
Just from an overview, Corny, just getting 3 out of 4 at home and seeing that offense finally kind of start to click a little bit. This is what you've been talking about all preseason before the leagues.
Yeah, you know what, Keith, we shoot the ball. When we shoot the ball pretty consistent, I think we can play with anyone. We had a pretty good shooting week here at home. Now we have to pack that up and take it on the road with us. Mike shot the ball well. Obviously, Jalen went going 7 for 7. Cade hit it, 3 threes against JMU, 2 or 3 threes. So, again, whenever we shoot the ball well, we can play with anyone because our physicality is there. I think our toughness is there. We try to do the right things defensively. The Zane has been playing pretty well at the point guard spot, scoring and distributing the ball. So it's all about the consistency in our shooting, and if we do that, I'm confident in this team, and we can play with anyone in our conference.
Did you see that? Not light bulb so much, but did you see these guys realize, hey man, when we start to hit and everybody gets in on the act, and this is how you can play, this is the kind of team you can be?
Yeah, you know what? I think so. We hadn't really talked about it much. We try not to talk about shooting because it's one of those things where some teams let their shooting affect other parts of their game. I want these guys, again, we talk about if you're open, shoot it. If it's in your wheelhouse, shoot it. And we do a lot of shooting groups. 3 or 4 times a week we'll do shooting groups. So again, hopefully that's talking without talking, right? And these guys get in the gym on their own. So we try not to verbalize it in terms of, hey, you have to make this shot, because if you start doing that, now they're thinking, they're living and dying with every shot. So we want them to be confident, all right? 1, because they put in the work, they put in the time, and then 2, because you have a coach that's saying, hey, if you're open, shoot it. So we again, when we shoot the ball well, I feel we can play with anyone, and hopefully we can keep that going on here on the road.
That showing off, you guys are second in the conference now in percentage from 3. So just in terms of that work, have you seen that improvement yourself?
No, again, it's one of those deals where if you're open, shoot it. If it's in your wheelhouse, we try not to get really caught up on the numbers, because numbers can lie sometimes. So. We just want to focus on growing, getting better every day, and that's what we'll come out and do in practice. That was our goal, and that was our mission all year, is just to get better every day. I feel these guys are working to do that. They come in with positive attitudes every day. They come in and they work their tails off, and it's always good to reap some benefits once you see the work coming to light.
You mentioned a focus on transition defense and also transition offense. When you guys are playing faster, does it feel like the game flows a little bit better for you?
I do. I like to get out. Mike Dawson is really good when we can get out and transition. He hits some transition threes. So is Jalen Spears. All of our guys. Whenever we kick it ahead, that puts pressure on the defense. All right. So what the defense does, it flattens it. So when you have guys running, the defense flattens the defense, and now you kick it up. The kickback may be open, or you may be able to penetrate and drive and kick to someone. Or the big sets the ball screen, and then he may be open for a lob. If not, then we teach our guys to let's say you set the ball screen. This guy's coming out of the corner. If you're coming this way, he's rolling because his man usually helps, and now you can hit the back. So whenever you have the ball moving, and call the ball humming around, it always makes your offense, and then you're making shots, always makes your offense flow a little better.
Is that something you had to teach the younger guys? Because obviously that's what Coach Dan played. It's your style.
Yeah.
Is this something you had to kind of help them into?
Yeah, it's, you know what, because everyone comes, I mean, we have a lot of new guys, and everyone comes from a different system, right? Right now, basketball is kind of going towards that style play, but everyone came from a different system. So some guys think the ball screen is for them, all right, where, you know, we teach it where it's for the big. So again, you know, it's a work in progress. But yes, to answer your question, yes, we had to really drill that, really teach it, show it on film, and now I think these guys again are starting to get a hold of it.
Give a status update on Obina, you know, think you'll be ready to go for Thursday, or?
Yeah, I hope Obina's ready. You know, I know he's doing everything in his wheelhouse to get ready. Our trainers, Chris Lepold, and those guys do a great job. So he's spending a lot of time with them. So hopefully he's ready.
You mentioned the modern shift to that style of play. Defensively, you guys seem to have a really good knack of disrupting those kind of looks for people to be able to get out and make some deflections and everything. Just how good is it defensively for you guys to be able to get out front of some of those things?
Yeah, you know what? We spend a good amount of time defensively. I don't know what the numbers say, but we spend a good amount of time on defense and just making sure that we're playing on both ends of the ball. We talk about active hands a lot because, to me, defense, when I'm guarding you, I should make you uncomfortable, right? And the way the offense has transitioned, and a lot of guys can score, a lot of guys can shoot. So back when I played, guys were shooting at the three-point line. Now guys are warming up 3 feet from behind the three-point line. So you have to be above the three-point line. You have to have active hands, and you have to make guys uncomfortable because, again, when I played, guys were toeing the three-point line. Now they're 2 and 3 feet from the three-point line. And if you're there late, if you don't mess up their rhythm, if you don't have active hands and messing with their rhythm, guys still making shots because everyone shoots at a high level nowadays.
Did you realize Jalen was on a 10 for 10 tear? And have you played with a guy that's been on a heater like that?
I haven't, and I didn't even realize it. You know, I played with Ronald Blackshear. I didn't play a game with Ron, but my last year was his first year sitting out from Temple. But I didn't realize it. You know, I didn't realize that he was 10 for 10. Hopefully he keeps that streak going. I know he's a good shooter. He's put up numbers at different places before coming here. He's a confident young man, so hopefully he keeps shooting the ball well.
How contagious is that? Just when he's having success and then everyone else is having success, how contagious to see that?
It's basketball, right? So it's pretty much always contagious whenever you have guys rattle off 2 and 3 threes in a row. Now Mike Dawson rattles off. Now Cade. And again, it's, you know, Herd fans have seen that, you know, especially John with the John Elmores, the C.J. Burks, the Jared West, and all those guys. Jansen would hit three. So again, Herd fans are used to seeing that. I know they appreciate that when those guys get on the roll. Jalen hit a three here our last game, and then he came down in transition 2-on-1 and fired a three. Where some places you may get in trouble for that. You know, I looked at him, I said, man, I like that. That was a good shot, even though he missed.
Now that you've been through enough league games to know, Coach, it's going to be tight all the way out. So how do you not mention not winning yet on the road, but also letting them know we got to get over the hump? Kind of thing?
Yeah, you know what? It's a fine line. You know, I don't want these guys having so much pressure on them that they feel like, you know, they can't play basketball because they're thinking about winning on the road. Again, I much rather want them to stay committed to the process and eventually, you know, keep doing all the right things because we've been close. We played a really tough road schedule, but we've been close on the road. So again, it's basketball. All right. Now I know we won't have our fans. You know, our fans play a huge role, a huge part in what we do here at home. Let's not get that twisted, right? So we won't have our fans on the road, but we'll still have, you know, the basketball court to be the same. The rims are the same height. So now it's about, you know, being 5 times better, you know, concentration-wise, toughness-wise, physicality-wise, to be able to go on the road and get some W's.
You mentioned the fans. I know that after the JMU game, you said that it was one of the best crowds you've had all year, and then obviously with the snowstorm on Saturday, people still coming out and everything. Just, I guess, the support you guys got over this 4-game stretch.
Very appreciative of that. You know, again, it's huge. It's huge. We want to make this place the toughest place to play, not in the Sun Belt, but in the country. And whenever our fans show up, trust me, I'm speaking from a player, which I always do. because I played here, right? So I'm speaking from that aspect, and now as a head coach, it makes a huge difference. Makes a huge difference when our fans are out in numbers, they're loud, they give our guys energy, and you never know, a Nate, and I'm just using him for example, he gets banged around a lot inside, he's physical, he's tough, so that takes a lot out of him. So when you have the fans here, you may refill him, you see Nate get banged around, or the one our last game when he went down the lane and fell, he was probably 10 feet in the air and came down and fell, right? All right, so now you think his body's not aching, but again, because of the fan support and because they're loud, and so now it boosts him back up. So basically our fans gets us, they get us going and they refill us. So we appreciate when they're here and they're loud and they're into the game and they're appreciating these guys' efforts.
Remind me, one more. Just
No, go ahead.
when it comes to fans, I'm just curious from your perspective as a player and then to the assistant and as a coach now, just what's it like with the interactions with those folks that you've had, whether it be with your coaches show or anything else?
Just the interaction with the fans,
Yeah.
they're great. The fans have been great. Again, they just like anywhere else. They love you when you win, and and don't love you so much when you lose. So again, it comes with it. It comes with it. Again, I love them. I appreciate them, but I understand that it comes with it.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.